Nice to be back in action as well down here.
Yeah, it's nice to be home. A little bit cold, but no, it's nice to be back with the family as well. And back at Amy Park, it's good to see all the boys.
Is it much of a transition sort of process, or do you it's just like riding a bike and you just hop straight back into the club sort of scene pretty easily?
Yeah, no, it's not too difficult. We're pretty used to the way that things are done here. Yesterday, after a couple of days off over the weekend, yesterday was a little bit tough. It was very intense, but I got through all right. And
so, speaking to Arch obviously about it as well, what sort of do you expect the East Asian Cup to sort of be a big sort of thing in the next couple of months for you guys, and then also with a view to the World Cup in terms of those preparations? Yeah, absolutely. Every game and every tournament for the national team between now and next June is a chance for individuals to show themselves to the boss, and a chance for the team to gel a little bit more. There's quite a big pool of players, obviously that's fighting for not so many spots. So every chance we get, we have to be available and we have to be at our best. So assuming you are there, I suppose it's not so much the results that matter, but it's just, as you say, those individual players sort of pushing for their selection claims for the squad. Not just that, obviously it's an important time for the team to gel and get used to each other as well. At the end of the day, ultimately it's about the team, not the individual. So we need to be doing well as a team for the individuals to shine. I think it's the same at club level as well. You need the players around you playing well and knowing what they're doing if the individual wants to succeed. How about the preparation for the victory season, in the sense that you'll obviously have just a month and a half or 2 months after all the Socceroos sort of commitments finish? Is that more than enough time for yourselves of the likes of you and Arch to sort of get back into the group, I suppose? Yeah, definitely. I still think it's double the length of the pre-season that most clubs around the world have. So I think it's still plenty of time to get used to things and what's expected of us when we come back. So it's a good and bad thing. Obviously they've pushed the season back for it to run a little bit closer to the World Cup, to give A-League players every chance of being in that side. So it works well at the moment.
For the national team to get key national players like Lucas Neal into club football over the next few months, maybe even this club? Well, yeah, absolutely.
Everybody, I think, needs to be playing. I'm sure any player you ask will tell you that the more you play, the better you feel. It's little things that you get from your club, the sharpness and things like that, the game intensity that obviously you can't get if you're not playing regularly. So I'm sure every player will be making a few decisions in the next couple of months, what's best for their future at a club level to help them succeed at national level. You've only been asked about your own club future about 50 times, but any movement on that front? Are you still a proud Melbourne Victory player and intend to be here for the rest of the season? Yeah, absolutely. I haven't heard anything different. I'm here at Melbourne, and that's the way it is at the moment. As I said, I honestly haven't heard anything at the moment. And you mentioned the fact that the season's been pushed back. It's almost perfect in the sense that it rolls straight into what should be World Cup squad preparations, and also you've got Asian Champions League games, so assuming that you're playing finals as well, hopefully there's going to be plenty of games right up until that sort of May period. Yeah, absolutely. As I said, it means a little bit of a longer break now, but also the boss Holger's shown that the A-League boys are every chance of being involved in his squads in the lead up, and obviously when it comes to World Cup time. So I think that's another thing, as long as the boys are playing, and it's going to work well. Obviously the break from the end of the A-League until sort of qualifiers this year makes it a little bit tough, because we have to do that little bit of extra work without the game intensity, but obviously that's been rectified for next season, and I think it's a very positive thing for the whole A-League.
Mark, how big was it for you personally, especially in those last few games, to consolidate your spot in the Socceroos setup?
Yeah, it's obviously very exciting to get some game time and be involved in qualifying, be involved on the pitch for qualifying for the third World Cup in a row for us. I've been around for a little while, and I've had to wait quite a while to get some consecutive starts and a little bit of consistency with the national team. So I think it's just even more so important now that when I'm back here, I work extremely hard, and when I go into camp, I work even harder. It's a very long time, a year in football. So anything can happen, and It's just important now that that I come here and we have a successful season with victory as a group, and as I say, if the team's doing well, then that gives us every chance.
Mm-hmm.